Imagine a world where everybody is connected. Imagine a world where somebody in Japan can do a transaction with somebody in the United States without high banking fees. Imagine a world no longer ruled by greedy corporate banks. There's going to become a time when we think of central banks in the same way we think about calling an operator to talk to a friend on the phone. This weird, annoying entity that came between us and the things we actually wanted. You aren't going to drown in fees anymore. You aren't going to borrow money from a bank. You aren't going to fight a half a dozen middlemen. It'll just be you and your money anywhere on earth. And once this happens, cryptocurrency could very well make the US dollar obsolete. Once people understand how easy this is and get used to it, the demand for legacy money controlled by a government and bank is going to plummet like a rock. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk on this Saturday morning for the Ivey League Crypto Academy. My name is Brandon Ivey, Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. We know there's so many things you can be doing on your Saturday. We want to kick things off the right way with you guys. And earlier this week, you heard I did an interview with my mom. And everybody loved that, to be able to hear from my mom for the first time. And I'm going to be expanding and doing a lot more interviews with not only everyday people that we know and love, but also from industry leaders and experts from all paths of different of the financial sector, the marketing sector, the direct sales sector. So we're going to be expanding this. And just so you guys know, only on Saturday mornings will I be doing crypto talks for everybody. This is public. We're now streaming in multiple Facebook groups, my Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitter. But Monday through Friday is only in the Ivey League Crypto Academy group. So if you want to be able to participate in all of the rest of the crypto talks that we do, that's very valuable. I'll give you guys an example. Just this week, we were doing crypto talk and ran into two assets that we discovered, and 24 hours later, they both went up by more than 75%. So I can't always know beforehand what great information you're going to learn that day. But every day is a surprise that you're getting information about that you're missing if you're not part of the Ivey League Crypto Academy. Here's the good news. There's no cost for you to join ILCA Challenge right now to be a part of the crypto talks for the rest of this month. All you have to do is go to what's scrolling at the bottom, ilcachallenge.com, ilcachallenge.com. You can register for free. You'll be invited to our 5-day challenge. And the next one is starting this Monday in just a few days. 5-day challenge, virtual Bitcoin bootcamp. We call it the People's Money Challenge. Learn from who is Satoshi Nakamoto to laying out the path to you becoming financially wealthy in the crypto space for 1 hour every day this coming week. No charge for you or your communities. If you're a part of a crypto community, then you definitely want to bring this to them so that you can bring added value to your community and it not cost them anything to do so. So that's going to be starting on Monday. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So I see Jacqueline from St. Petersburg, Florida, Faye from Temecula. I did the roll call for my mom. My mom, that made it worse for her. She was like, somebody's listening to me from Africa? I said, yeah, Mom, we have people all over the world. See, Deborah from Colorado, Facebook user from Southern Illinois, Marnita from Colorado, Mike, good morning, Mike, Van Hairston from New Jersey, Aguilar, good morning, Margareta, good morning, Mike from Jersey, Fallon, Southeast Texas, Christine from Northern Illinois, Kevin Strouser from Athens, Georgia, Fallon from Southeast Texas. And I'm going to, first we're going to look at the crypto charts. Then I'm going to bring on our special guest. you guys have time, you want to invite anybody that you know to hop on this crypto talk very quickly, because this is a gentleman that only operates mostly behind the scenes. So normally you don't see him or hear him, but a lot of you have been impacted by things that he's been doing over the years. So you're gonna want to let your members know they want to hop on and listen to this. I see you, Eldridge, expat of America that is still in Medellin and not coming back. Yeah, he found a new country, got some money, and a new beautiful woman. So I don't blame you, Eldridge. Have fun out there in Medellin. Doreen from Anguilla. Darlene from North Carolina, Durham. Sasha Brown from Philly. Sasha, you're going to be in Miami, right? I think you got a ticket for the Miami event. So we'll see you down there. All right, let's quickly look at the chart this morning so we know what we're dealing with and what's going on. Okay, let's look at this. Let's refresh. All right, crypto market cap is up to 1.9 trillion. We're at 4.1%. New money hit the market. Bitcoin is at 40.1%. So this dropped in dominance. So the altcoins got a bump. Ethereum went up to 18%. Ethereum got a bump as well. Yeah, Ethereum dumped. It was at 17%. Now it's at 18%. So just by looking at this, I kind of have an idea what I'm about to see. Yeah, Bitcoin went up 2.8%. We're at 41,800. And remember what I said, those of you that have been in the Ivey League Crypto Academy, multiple experts are still predicting that this is a false bump. I call this fool's gold or a soft cat bounce. And that if this cannot pass the 42,000 mark and stay there, they predict this is going to drop back down to 30,000, even to 25,000. So I already have a strategy in place. I'm basically gonna tether. If this goes to 42K and I see it flatlining and they're starting to bounce back down, I'm tethering and waiting it short. I'm not gonna ride it all the way down. Plus, I'm getting back to active trading. Ethereum, for example, is up 3.7%. I've got a $4,000 position on Ethereum, so I'm already up 7.8% on my Ethereum holds since earlier this week. But I'm waiting for this to get over 3,000, and it's at 2,900. I did my position when it was at 2,540. So I'm really up on that one, up 15.7% on the week. Let's see here. BNB is at 3.9%. Ripple's up 4.3%. And what I'm getting back into doing when I'm doing back my day trading with my Binance account is because I'm going to be actually doing this with our community. You guys already know we have an active wallet that we're using to trade with, and I will also show that. Those of you in the public may not be aware, but this is what part of the value that you're getting, where I'm not telling you what to buy or how to make moves, but I am sharing with you the moves that I make and why I make the moves. Everybody's strategy is different. What's good for me may not be good for you, but at least you have an idea of what's going on and the moves that I make. So I'm going to show that wallet in a second. BNB is up 3.9%. Ripple's up 4.3%. Luna's up 10. Whoa. I should have made that move yesterday. Or was it 2 days ago? Luna's up 10.4%. We saw that in our secondary portfolio. It was the only one that was in the red, but it bounced back. Solana is up 8.3%. Look, 15.8 on the week. Avalanche is up 25.7 on the week. So once you go through our crypto training, you will learn these skills where you don't need to use a bot. You actually can beat the bots doing your own tradings. 13.1% Shiba Inu is up. Who's the best performers over the last 24 hours? We've got Synthetics Network Token, Zcash, Thorchain, Ethereum Classic, Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Loopring, Galas. This has been a pretty good week in crypto this week. Who's the worst performers? Zito Finance. Isn't that interesting? This is one of the ones that we saw that it went up 157% this week. Remember, we caught this before it jumped. It was Zito and Steppen were the two tokens we caught. Leo token is down 3.3. Juno, Ikomi, Radix, Frax, True. Where is Steppen? What is Steppen looking like today? 165. I still haven't done this app yet. Yeah, when we caught this one, it was at 30 cents. Now it's at 73 cents in less than a week. So that was a pretty good catch, Steppen. Let's take a look at our secondary portfolio. So let's bring up crypto.com. Also, I don't forgot if it was Wednesday or Thursday, Crypto Talk, I actually showed you guys more than I ever have before. I said I have multiple wallets, and I showed a lot of the wallets that I have on my phone and why I use them, and also what I'm doing with the Binance accounts, the Binance trade accounts. Where is this? Oh, I need to close it. Okay. Close it first, then I can bring it up. No, not CoinGecko. Crypto.com. Well, it pays to be in the crypto talks. You guys got to see the different wallets and what I use them for. All right. Ooh, plus 600. No, and Marnita, I got my crypto.com card. I actually used it for my Wingstop last night. I'd never used my crypto card before. How about that? I pay for my Wingstop with crypto. All right, Kronos. Let's see this. We're up $638 in the last 24 hours on this wallet. Crypto.com is up 3.5. Terra Luna 10.4. I should have made that move. It was the only one in the red yesterday. Sandbox is up 4. Solana is up 8. CRV is up 8. Matic is up 6. Tezos is up 6. So remember the ultimate goal. We're going to have 10 of these tokens over 1,000. And the 10 that I have chosen so far was Kronos, Luna, Sandbox, Solana, CRV. Those are all over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close is Matic. So now we need to make sure we get Matic, Tezos, Axie, Cosmos. Then I want Avalanche and Phantom are those. And then we'll come back and I'll do the rest. So Scale Network's up 14. So the whole market is, look at this. Render token is up 27%. Ethereum name service 22. So this was a good 24 hours with this. Now, remember, we're doing this wallet like an average person would approach it. You have limited resources. You can't buy everything at the same time. So if you've got, let's say, $500, where do you put those $500? Do you spread it amongst all the tokens? Do you find ones that you're going to find a bump on? Do you just maybe split it between 3? Is it short term or long term? That's why I do this, because I show you guys. I can drop 20K in this if I wanted to, but I'm doing this from a research standpoint. By whatever we are able to cover in the news, we might find a diamond in the rough. That's where we're putting our resources. So next time I get another payday, then I'm going to take a percentage of that, and we're going to decide where we're going to put it. But the old time long-term goal is this wallet, we're going to get to $100,000 by the summer. And then we want to sit on it. And I'm still going to continue to add to it. But this is the long-term strategy on this. For the next year to 2 years, we want this to be $1 million wallet. Most of it's going to come by default. Why? Because of this number right here. This 1.9 trillion. I believe in the next 3 to 5 years, maybe sooner, this will be a $10 trillion market cap. 10 trillion. And if that's 10 trillion, what do you think all of the other tokens are going to do? By default, you're going to see a rise, but there's going to be pain. The internet, where we are right now in blockchain, is where the internet was in 1994, 95. But we also have the internet bubble. at the end of the decade, going into the beginning of 2000, 1999, 2000, and most of those projects went away overnight. But we want to be able to find the ones that survive, because the same thing is going to happen in the blockchain and crypto space. And the media and everybody's going to call it the death of crypto. It's not going to be dead. It's just going to be transformed. It's got to be regulated. So we want to find the projects that are going to become the next Amazon, Alibaba, the Googles, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the ones that will survive. And how we find these is going to events like the Bitcoin Expo that we're going to in Miami. I'm not going there to party. I'm going down there to work. I'm going down there to learn. In Crypto Talk yesterday, I showed you guys the difference between the topics of the events I went to 2 years ago and the topics of today. Web3, 5G, digital economy. That stuff wasn't even mentioned 2 years ago at the Bitcoin Expos. So I want to see the booths. I want to walk the floor. I want to meet the CEOs, because they always there promoting their company, their businesses. So I want to see, who can I invest in? What's the next big thing coming? That's why I go to those type of things. So saying all that, this number here goes to 10 trillion. What do you think is going to happen to these tokens by default? Not all of them, but I don't need all of them. I only need maybe 2 or 3 out of the 32 we got here. I only need 2 or 3 to pop. 7-figure folder right here. All right, now that we've shown all that, I want to switch gears because we have a special guest that I want to bring on. You guys know him as my CMO, but he is far more than my CMO. I'm lucky to have him working with us in our company with the Ivey League Crypto Academy. And I'm going to let him really share how we came to be and his story and what it is that he does and why he's excited to be working with the Ivey League Crypto Academy. And when we were brainstorming and putting all of this together, I got to tell you, when my first only idea was, I've got this crypto education, I just need to put eyeballs in front of it. That's all. That was my only thing. I just need more people to see it. And when he showed me what we actually could do, I was like, whoa. He was like, no, Brandon, you can become the Tony Robbins of the crypto space. And so let me bring up my CMO, Mr. James Hendricks. James, are you there?
Hey there. How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Now, why is this small like that? It was big for us earlier. Hold on one second. I don't know why I did this. Big there. All right, well, we can roll with this. So, James, welcome to the showing your face to the Ivey League Crypto Academy. People have heard your voice. They've interacted with you from the Facebook groups. James and his company is the one that put all of this together for us and for the Ivey League Crypto Academy and expanded the vision of what this could actually be. So James, go ahead and share with everybody, your background and how you got into crypto, and we can talk back and forth about this, but go right ahead, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Brandon, for bringing me out. I'm really excited. As you've known for the last year, we've been very, very excited about working together. Forgive me for having a tablecloth, because I am always, as you said, behind the scenes. Nobody ever needs to see me. And if you guys got to look at what's behind the curtain, you would see a very extensive world-class. Oh, there's the bourbon for Brandon. And look at that, ILCA. We had a custom bottle made for Brandon Ivey with the ILCA Crypto Academy. So as Brandon knows, there's a big bourbon collection behind here. And I didn't want you guys to think that I'm an alcoholic. I'll tell you that people send this to me from all over the world because they want to hear my opinion, and then they want me to help them market it. But let me take you give you a little bit of a time machine. I promise not to spend the whole hour here with you talking, but I want to spend enough so that you can have a little bit of an understanding. Brandon mentioned that I told him he could become the Tony Robbins of the crypto space. So now I'm going to take you back to where my journey began. Tony Robbins.
Hey, right away, well, Steve, James, Steve says he wants a bottle like that.
Tell him to hit me up privately. But so anyway, so, Brandon and crowd, this is where it started for me. This cassette set right here with my old Sony Walkman, it started for me in 1989. And oh, by the way, yeah, my Walkman's right there. Yep, I still listen to it. But it started for me back then at a time when I come from a very, very, very financially poor family. Our family did not do well. My father tried to figure out being an entrepreneur. But in 1989, in ninth grade, I got to watch this cassette tape from a commercial on TV. For $9.95, I actually got to buy his entire set of cassette tapes. 12 boxes, 2 cassettes in each, 24 tapes. That's the beginning of a journey that has literally done some amazing things over the years. From me joining a network marketing company on my 18th birthday. Now, most people, when they go into network marketing, they're brand new. I wasn't brand new. One, I got to watch my mom and dad in a network marketing company failing miserably for 3 years, but all the while they were told to listen to specific audios and they weren't, well, I was. When they were told to read books and they didn't, I did. And then, of course, I had the Tony Robbins mentorship over 4 years of high school before my 18th birthday. So it's no wonder why my first year in network marketing, I became the youngest 6-figure earner in that company. Now, I'm not going to go into that name of that company. That company's been around 60 years. But I was the youngest 6-figure earner still as a senior in high school. Well, that journey of network marketing brought me all the way up to 2000. And now we start hearing this .com thing. I said, well, what if I could take what I'm doing and put it on this thing called the internet? I could probably reach more people. And I started figuring it out. I am self-taught. I learned how to build my own websites. I learned about search engine optimization. I started learning a lot of it. Brandon, for $97 for a 5-day education of what you get, back then, I would have spent thousands of dollars just to get that. Then your 45 module course system that's in your academy, you can't get that in an associate's degree. You can't get it in a bachelor's degree of finance. Mm-hmm. And you're giving it away for $1,000. So in 2000, I made a mental shift. I love the industry of network marketing because it does one thing for me. I get to see a lot of the people that are that I've brought into the business and that are in my downline. I get to see them on stage and I get to clap for them because maybe one thing that I helped them with, whether it was maybe how to talk on the phone and prospect or do a 3-way call or do a presentation, because of that one little thing that I helped them with, they're walking across stage now as a new 6-figure earner. That gets me more excited than anything. Because, see, I only have 6 kids. So I only get to applaud for 6 people. I wanted to figure out a way how I could applaud for a lot more. Network marketing gives me that opportunity. So I really, really love to see people literally change their financial picture to where they can eliminate the monetary stress out of their life. I'll tell you, it just is amazing how much better a relationship can be with your spouse or significant other, how relationship can improve with your friends and your family, how things even at the job can go better. Things in your mental well-being can just seem to get a lot easier when you can remove the money part out of the stress part of your life. It just is amazing how that happens. Money does not solve all problems, and it definitely does not buy happiness, but it provides some choices. So here we are now in 2000, and I got into the marketing, and I started figuring out what was happening was 30% of my downline actually came from the internet. Now, when I left that company in 2008, that was the year of Facebook really kicking off with ads, that team exceeded over 180,000 active people in my downline at that time, spanned over 40 different countries around the world. I then left them to go to some other companies. And I had a great time and I made more money. But all the while, I said, if this digital thing is going to keep getting better, I have to stay in front of it. So yeah, of course, I'm going to all the network marketing conventions. But in Las Vegas, whenever they do the big tech events, I have to go there. I have to see what are they going to be talking about that might help me in 3 years from now. Not right now, but in 3 years. Because if I'm looking for right now, I'm too late. So I'm looking for 3 years from now. And some of the things that I started learning was about paid ads. When we only did search engine optimization, SEO, they were talking about one day there will be companies that pay for ads to deliver to a very specific type of person. And they're going to collect data on everybody. Whether we don't like that or not, it's very real. Well, my marketing company took off like crazy in 2009 when I got the call that anybody in marketing could wish they could hope for. Coca-Cola called me.
Wow.
And said, James, would you like to fly down to Atlanta from me living in New York at the time? Would you like to fly down to Atlanta and help us do some of our marketing? I said, I'm not an employee. Now, I'm saying this to the number one consumable beverage on the planet, and I'm telling them anything. But I said, I'm not an employee. And they said, we don't want you as an employee. We want you as an outsourced digital marketer. Sure. Well, that marketing has gone so well that just 5 years ago, 2016, I decided to pack up from New York and move down to Georgia so that I could be closer to my largest client. But that client started turning me on to other clients. So you might see military recruiting ads online for all 4 branches of the service: Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps. Yeah, that comes from our office. You might see ads or the social media icon Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. Yep, we do all of her social media. What you may not know is there's a lot of network marketers out there that they'll say they have figured out the digital side. Well, what they did was they figured out how to get a hold of me. And I'm not saying that I'm anything special. I've got a team of 33 dedicated employees that work their brains out every single day. It's just that I know the MLM or that network marketing lingo to be able to help what we do even better. And then there's another company out there, I'm not going to mention the name. It's not a network marketing company, but it allows people to build what we call in our world a digital sales funnel. Sales funnels are nothing more than what most of the people that have gone through our challenge have already gone through. You saw an opt-in page, it captured your name and email and phone number right away. Whether you bought anything or not, it captured it. And then, of course, it offered you a small sale. And then from there, it offered you what we call a one-time offer. And all of these things along the way, this gentleman, Tony Robbins, has done with me. Because, see, I opted in almost 30 years ago. Today, I'm one of his platinum members that I send him a check every year for $50,000. Now, Brandon, would you think that I'm getting a lot of education for that $50,000?
No.
No, I'm not. What I get is I get to be twice a year for 10 days to fly and stay with him at his home in Fiji, is up one of his many homes, and to pick his brain. But it's not necessarily to pick his brain. It's to associate with other people that were able to spend that $50,000 a year. That got very, very exciting for me when I'm around people that are just like me, not think like me, but they are now in a financial situation that they can afford like me. And remember, as I said, I did not come from much. My family drove a 1978 Ford Fairmont station wagon. And 2 days a month, I mean, I don't know if anybody knows what welfare is today, what it looks like. But welfare today, you have a debit card or a credit card. Back then, I had to take a grocery cart to a federal building twice a month to load up on food from a federal building with police all around, and then take those products, boxed milk, powdered milk. And guess what? Cows don't produce powder, I found out. So I don't know what the heck I was drinking. And canned meat. I didn't know if it was beef or pork or chicken or lamb or fish. I didn't know. And honey, where, it would separate the honey on the top and the crystals at the bottom. And that's how we started. All I knew is that, well, it wasn't going to happen that way. It wasn't going to stay that way forever. So in marketing, it just got better and better and better. And then a network marketing company called me 2 years ago. And this is where Brandon and I are working together today. Brandon and I have known each other, about each other, in the industry of direct selling and network marketing. I've been fascinated by him, watching a guy over there making a lot of money, getting crowds excited, and all the while me sitting over here thinking, how am I going to get him? If I just call him directly, there's no warm connection. So I continued building relationships all over the world, literally all over the world. Two years ago, an MLM company contacted me. And they said, James, we would like to increase our sales and increase our distributors. And we know you know how to do it. I said, yeah, okay. And guess what we did, folks? We did a 5-day challenge. Nothing to do with crypto. But in that 5 days, I want people to write this down. Any of you that are connected to direct selling and network marketing right now, I want you to write this down. That in that challenge time frame, non-MLM revenue, we generated over $900,000. We only spent $8,000 on paid ads. $8,000 for almost $1 million. We also got 3,000 new customers and 2,400 brand new distributors. Folks, the way of social media, whether you like it or not, is going to dominate everything. And it's not just social media. There's other forms of digital marketing that we can control. One of my sons was playing PlayStation the other night, and guess what? One of the ads, when he was going to upgrade his car, he saw one of my company ads. He said, I can't believe it. You're also on my video game? Yeah, I'm everywhere. And it's not saying that I know anything different than not a lot of the big time marketers know. And I'm not saying network marketers. I'm saying marketers. We understand one thing, is how to bring the right product and service to the right audience. So about a year ago, a friend of mine that was actually in one of my downlines in Sweden was also friends with Brandon and decides to put the two of us. Now, we had one conversation in the past, really liked talking to each other, but we were in two different companies and it was not the right time for us to try to engage either one. However, this young woman put the two of us on the call together. Brandon and I made sure we exchanged numbers right away. And then he reached out to me separately and said, this is what I'm doing in the cryptocurrency space. And folks, not a lot of you have heard me say this, but I'm going to say it. I didn't believe in cryptocurrency. In fact, I heard about Bitcoin when it was $1.08 a coin. And you know what I told the guy that told me that? It's a scam. You're going to lose your shirt. Well, then he called me back a couple months later when it was $20 a coin. And he said, James, I'm telling you, you got to do this. And guess what? I said, Terrence, it's a scam. And then it went to $100 a coin. The whole problem is how he came across to tell me about it.
Mm.
Do you understand this? Terrence was a great friend of mine. He recently passed away. But Terrence never had financial success in any part of life, in anything he ever did. So when he gave me this advice about Bitcoin, I didn't look at what he was talking about. I looked at the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't look at the message. That was a big boo-boo on me. And then the next time I looked at crypto Bitcoin, it was $20,000 a coin. I'm still clueless on what's happening. And then Brandon and I start talking together. He says, by the way, James, did you know crypto right now is about $38,000 a coin for Bitcoin? Okay, all right. Well, Brandon is someone I respect in business. So we had to have a real brain-to-brain conversation so that I could understand it. And when we did, I said, okay, Brandon, I'm going to need some help opening up a wallet because I tried doing it. I can't figure out this Coinbase and MetaMask. Oh, my goodness, that I almost wanted to throw my phone in the garbage. And I was on with another friend of mine that is a billion-dollar hedge fund manager, multi-billion-dollar hedge fund manager. And he and I together are trying to get this wallet set up. And I said, I think the name of the wallet is called Saitama. He said, James, that's a coin. Oh, well, then MetaMask is the wallet. How do you get money to MetaMask? We couldn't figure this out. Now, folks, I'm a pretty smart guy with technology. I'm pretty smart. I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get money into the digital space, let alone figure out the trading stuff. And you know, Brandon, it's very interesting. I've been watching a lot of your crypto talks where you show why you're going to make a move. I've told you before that I've had a couple of very interesting stock purchases.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the way I do it is probably very similar. I know you read a lot of news. You read a lot of news. And I do too. And some of those news things that I've read have panned out to be multiple six-figure payouts. But in this space of this crypto, this digital conversation has got me so intrigued of where we're going to go with it. Because even when the government attempts to regulate it, the entrepreneur will always win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, America was funded by entrepreneurs. We started here, coming here as business owners. It wasn't all employees that first came here from Europe. It was initially those first people off the boat were all business owners. A store owner, a blacksmith, a peddler, the cobbler. These were all business people. So I'm convinced that the entrepreneurs will come up with even more creative ways.
Mm-hmm.
They will always win. I mean, look at these NFTs right now. Oh, Brandon, I'm sure you've talked a little bit about it. Maybe it's still behind the curtains, but that the NFT that we're developing.
Well, I haven't mentioned that at all. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to get into what we're going to talk about us giving away something of value of $10,000 or more. I can't go into that. All right. So, but anyways, where we're going with this, Brandon, and stop me whenever you want to ask questions. If you say, "Hey,
right, you know what? I do. I want to highlight a couple of key points first, because first you talked about your background to get up before you got to crypto. Give a roundabout figure with all of your clients and the businesses that you've supported. How much in volume of business do you think that they've done using your services monetarily?
Well, I can tell you, there's this other company that you use their software and they give you a $1 million award or a $10 million award. And then they have a $25, $50, $75, and $100 million award. Well, of the people that have received the $1 million of sales award, 243 of them, I built everything for them. All the sales pages, all the ads, the emails, the text messages, the graphics, the copywriting, everything. That's 243 people times $1 million there.
Mm-hmm.
Of their 10 million people, the people that have done 10 million in sales, We've done over 52 of them.
Mm.
We have now 4 clients that have done over 100 million. Specifically, one of them is a stem cell company out of your neck of the woods, right out of Los Angeles.
Mm.
And they do stem cell therapy and treatment. Now, that's normally not something you see online.
Right.
And they said, James, what can you do? I can make you a lot of money. That's all I can really do. I mean, you might not like the way I do it at first, but you're going to get really excited when you cash the check. So that company now has exceeded over 150 million. So we're closing right now in just over $1 billion. We're trying to get to 1.1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon, that's just since 2008. So some of we have small clients, we have big clients. We work with every level of client, a client that'll pay us $1,500 all the way up to clients that pay us $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we love to work with everybody. I really love to work with people, Brandon, that are like you. And let me share with what I mean by that is you came to me with existing content.
Mm-hmm.
You already had, something for me to work from. But I've had other clients that I, have not enjoyed so much, but we've made it work for them. But they would come to me with a product with no label on it, no company name yet. They're not even incorporated yet. And they want me to help them turn it into $1 million. It's possible, but it's really tough to do that. You came with some unbelievable content. I have gone through every one of your 45 modules. And I've learned so much since then that I know I have to now go back and start all over again, come through it again, and then do it again and come through it again. It's very similar to those cassette tapes.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that Sony Walkman today listening to them because the information. Now, can I go get this information and can I learn cryptocurrency for free? Yeah, I can. But it's the same exact thing that people get a college education fully funded, fully paid for, not something that they've earned like a scholarship. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking where it's a state agency, a federal agency, or their job just gives them a free education. What I've watched is the same problem we have in America. 90% of people with a college education aren't using that college education in their career.
That's right.
Because they didn't really grasp what was being taught in there. And, your information can be looked at by many people of a couple of different ways. We can look at it as entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Those people will never make any money, and they're going to constantly tell you, Brandon, I'm just loving your content. I'm going to make a lot of money one day. I'm going to do some great things. Yep. Not going to happen, but okay. Then there are going to be another group of people that will learn your information for education. I'm not going through your information for education or entertainment because the education will help me make 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
I learn your information for application.
Mm-hmm.
If you say it, I do it. And people that apply what they learn when they don't understand it are the 7, 8, and 9-figure people.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Elon Musk. He's about to become a trillionaire. Not millionaire, not billionaire, trillionaire. And it's only because he applies what he learns.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm just thrilled to death.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I came to you, I remember exactly the look on your face. And I said, James, okay, I'm ready now. I want you to take my content and bring it to the world. And the content is cryptocurrency. And you said, say what now? And then it says it's cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin. Now, your eyes got big and you said, I've never done this in this space. I've got an idea on how we can do it. But I got to tell you, Brandon, I'm not too convinced that this cryptocurrency thing's even going to be around for a long time. So I have a question for you. Are you in this just for you trying to make right now money, or are you looking long term? And I told you both, but really long term. I want to take my product and bring I said, I'm not building an MLM business here. I'm building a product for education. Like we always talk about the shovels, the picks and the shovels. And I want to expand on that. I said, I've been a client I have clients who use my product in their businesses, their companies, but I'm looking at how they're using it. And I know it can be done much better in a better way, but I don't have control over how they use it. They just contracted me to use my product. I want to build a company where we can decide how this is going to be moved out to the public and expand on it. And you said, I don't understand it, but we can do it. And then that's when you started to learn. So tell me from that process, what has been your experience? What has been your aha moment about crypto, from going from skeptic to, I think we can do something with this?
You know, Brandon, it's going to be very synonymous to when I joined a CBD MLM company. I was taught my whole life, marijuana is bad. It's from the devil. That's what I was taught. So when someone came and approached me and showed me CBD, and I was already at $60,000 a month in income in that MLM business prior to the CBD company. And I said, it doesn't make sense that we can't sell marijuana. And they said, it's not marijuana. It's a strand of it. So immediately, what did I do? I called one of my best friends in the world. He's an avid marijuana user from 14, and now we're both 46. I called him up. His name is James also. I said, hey, Jim, I got a question. Tell me, what do you know about CBD? He said, everything. I can give you a college education right now on all of it. I said, okay, now we're going to take out the part that makes you high. Now, his world, he said, well, then it's useless. He said, because the only thing it's going to help you do is it can help you with anxiety. It can help you with PTSD. It can help you with, if you've got jitters, it's really going to help your mindset. It'll go down your central nervous system, but it doesn't give you a buzz then. Why would you want to do that? I said, you said one thing to me, PTSD, because I'm also a military veteran and from the United States Air Force. And I said, the military people suffer from PTSD a lot. If this product can help them, that was my aha moment. Mm. So now my aha moment on the crypto side. You had a lot of conversation with me. My aha moment did not happen once you helped me set up that wallet. That was not the aha moment. The aha moment was not when I figured out finally how to get money into it, of going through one app and then getting into Ethereum and then converting it from there. That was not the aha moment. The aha moment was when I started going through some of your content and I started sitting back thinking for a moment, and I compared it to network marketing. I said, network marketing is not normally for the people that are already massively successful. It's for the everyday guy and girl to take control of their life. Now, why do most people not make money in network marketing? It's because they won't take the information and apply it. They just won't. They always want to add something else to it, or, well, I don't like that part. I don't want to do that, but I'll do everything else. Well, that's why it happens. And I looked at Bitcoin as being completely synonymous. I said the majority of people that are going to go into Bitcoin have an MLM mentality. These are the people that want to get control of their money once and for all. They're sick and tired about being sick and tired from the government taking a massive portion of their check. They're not knowing if their 401k or Social Security is even going to be around in 10 years or 20 years. They want to find something that can change their financial picture from ordinary to extraordinary. Well, that one thing attracts one group of people. It's the people that are a wantrepreneur. Wantrepreneur. They're not entrepreneurs. They're wantrepreneurs. I see the crypto space and the MLM space, 90% of it is full of wantrepreneurs. The entrepreneur, the definition, is someone that spends over and above an amount of money to do a certain thing. And in that money, they're going to apply everything they learn. So that was my aha moment when I realized Brandon is not just talking to people at my financial level and above. He's talking to the guy and girl that have a cell phone and that can even afford maybe $5 a month, $5 a week, just something small in very, very baby steps. You know, I've done a lot of stock trades over the years, have done very well. And I'm going to tell you, there is nobody out there, Brandon, that's like you, that I can get in the stock world for $97 to give me some of the education that you give just in your 5-day challenge. I can't get that part of the information. I definitely cannot find anything, whether it's in Forex, and I've done a lot of that, day trading, stocks, bonds, munis, which is municipalities. I can't find anything in there for $1,000 or less. I can't do it where it's just education, but it's education for a very specific purpose. It's to apply it. So my aha moment was when I realized who you were talking to, and you were talking to me, but I was 18 years old. When I wish I had a Brandon Ivey saying, James, we've got this. We want you to take a hold of this. Or in 2010, when Terrence Freeman brought up to me cryptocurrency, Brandon, I wish you and I were good friends at that point, because I would have easily called you and said, Brandon, what do you know about this crypto? And you would have said, spend as much money as you can. Because I was in a very good financial situation at that time. Me spending $10,000 or $20,000 at that time would have been no problem. I have not always had this type of financial situation. So I want to continue to make that clear. My family they did not have a well-connected network. We didn't have a lot of opportunities. The average family in my community of New York was making about $20,000 to $24,000 a year. And we were a family of 6, mom, dad, and 4 kids. So we were definitely not well off, but network marketing gave me an aha moment. And now I'm having another aha moment again with the crypto space. And I'm seeing that both of them, where me personally, Brandon, I don't know if I agree with network marketing being inside of crypto, just because network marketing has so much scrutiny from the Federal Trade Commission, from the Food and Drug Administration, from the IRS, from the SEC. Everybody is against it. That's in power. And then you're going to bring in something like crypto, which now you're introducing the Federal Reserve that doesn't like it. Whew.
And the SEC.
And the SEC, and the IRS, and the DOJ, Department of Justice now. It's going to become more regulated than the MLM industry. You know, I'm right now on usajobs.gov, and I'm looking of how many new people they're trying to hire for the SEC currently right now. And it's all for crypto enforcement. Right now, just in the United States, there's 1,142 jobs just for cryptocurrency enforcement. And all you got to have is an associate's degree. They're going to train you to hunt you down. So I don't think it's going to be as fearful as I make it out to be always. I don't. I just think that the entrepreneurs of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, NFTs, the trading spaces are just going to continually get more and more creative. The key is to be working with someone like you, Brandon, that you don't sit in your home in LA 365 days a year. You're going out to Bitcoin 2022 in Miami, Florida. As you said, you're there to work. I mean, you're not one of their speakers. You're not one of their sponsors. You're not a vendor, but you're there to work. You're there to see what we as the ILCA community will want to know 3 years from now. Because this is where they're going to be talking about it. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about AI. We're going to hear a lot about AR, augmented reality. We're going to hear a lot about that stuff. The NFT market is going to continually explode beyond what we even know of. The creativity of new coins that are going to be popping up and new ways of getting money back to fiat. You know, I had my greatest aha moment, though. The greatest one was when I sent that picture to you that in a little podunk town where I live down here in Georgia, at the gas station of all places, a Bitcoin ATM. I'm like, well, hell. So if you're still on the fence, you know, is it too late? No. But what I would say is understand the picks and shovels mentality. I talked to you a little bit about that the other day, Brandon. The gold rush, 90% of them men and women lost everything. They lost their fortunes, they lost their health, their lives, their families, all while searching for the get rich quick. But all those people that while you were showing up there to go dig said, here, oh, you need a pick? You need a shovel? You need a pan? You need a sifter? We got that for sale right here. And when you break your axe because you're swinging too hard, we got another one for you. We'll sell that one to you as well. Those people made a fortune. The crypto or the CBD space, the growers are the ones that are making a fortune. I'm watching small CBD shops close every day up and down the East Coast, but that market is still going up. And now we have a Bitcoin, the Bitcoin buzz. Who's going to make the money? I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be the ones that are selling the picks and the shovels, the ones that are creating these big marketing events like Bitcoin 2022. I mean, last year they had 18,000 people there, and the minimum ticket price was $700. The math. And a lot of people were buying the whale package, $15,000 to just be on the inside of the inside. Just like I give Tony Robbins 50 grand a year so that I could be in his inner circle. Because the moment he talks about something, anything Tony Robbins says, I just do it. 99% of the time, I don't even know why I'm doing it. I just do it. Because he's a billionaire and I'm not. So that means I got to do it his way. People in network marketing. What?
Well, you said something important, that MLMers naturally are attracted to this space. And it's been that way whenever new technology comes out. Even the industry always wants to go to the fastest way to get their customer base without having to spend money on advertising, is to use word of mouth. And we go back to the 90s when the cell phone industry or long distance came in, that new technology. They all use network marketing. Direct sales companies, when they first came out, they used network marketing. And then once it got big enough, they were able to phase that out because the industry is now established. And I saw that happen. And it was one of my biggest critics of Bitcoin and crypto when I saw this in 2016, that the people that I knew making millions in Bitcoin and crypto weren't doing so because they were just buying Bitcoin. They were joining certain companies that network marketing that brought an MLM style and made Bitcoin the product. And I knew that you can't make that the product, but it was unregulated. It was new, and everybody thought they can get rich quick, and that wasn't going to last. So when we talked about ILCA and building the picks and shovels style of this, not only on us giving a platform to teach the education, but also giving the people an opportunity to become promoters and share with their communities and earn from selling the picks and shovels as well. Where do you see, because you had a couple of big aha moments as we went on about what we could possibly do. Now we're now in completing our first quarter with the 5-day challenge. We're going into the second quarter, going into April. Where do you see us going, and what are we about to provide to the community? Because this is the reason why I wanted to bring you on and your face on and what you're able to teach. Give them an example of what we're about to do. This is just the beginning of not the end.
Yeah. So usually when people hear what I do, whether it's in the direct selling space, network marketing space, or even companies that are just private corporate America, they quickly say, I can't do what he does. I don't have that technical background. Well, over the past several years, I've built a software platform that is going to be introduced to the ILCA community that allows you guys to have a full-blown CRM system, a full-blown website funnel building system with pre-built funnels that if you want to have them for yourself and market for yourself and make money off of yourself, feel free. And all the right emails already built out and all the text messaging campaigns already built out. But you can also use it for your non-ILCA stuff. So if you happen to be in a company of Melaleuca or Mary Kay or 5 Links or Amway, and you wondered, I wonder if I could just build a funnel for that. Well, your community is going to get access to that type of software. My team has been, like I said, been working on this for years, and we've rolled it out. We have literally thousands of clients all over the world that are using it because it's now finally something that they can participate in the digital marketing space. Mm-hmm. See, up until now, you're going to have to go buy an expensive software, and then you're going to have to have an email autoresponder like a Constant Contact, and then you got to have a form builder, and then you got to have something to collect money, and you got to have this, and you got to have this, and you got to have this. And it makes it so difficult for the everyday guy and girl. So, you talk about your mom. Let me talk about my mom. My mom is 71 years old. All the software applications I've built, she's the beta tester. Just so you know, mom still cannot figure out how to turn her iPhone off. She can't find the off button. And you know what? I don't use iPhone. I can't even figure out. I'm like, well, there's no button on here. Where's the buttons? But I built it for her. And when I said, Mom, we're going to take this product right here, and I want you to build me a sales page. I'm going to give you some words to use, but I want you to build it. And watching her over a half an hour, 45 minutes, creating something that she could market a product in under an hour, and her eyes to watch it come to life. I wasn't there touching the computer. I mean, I had to show her how to upload a photo, how to upload a logo. I had to show her those basics, but I didn't have to show it, much. And when she saw someone with no technology background of how easy it was, yeah, it was unbelievable. So Brandon, we've got that one thing. I think we may have mentioned the Mercedes-Benz Club.
Nope. Go ahead. You just.
Listen. I thought it was great and all that Marnita Casa. I'm going to tell you what, the connectress, for anybody that has not spoken to that young lady yet, you've got to, because I'm going to tell you what, my energy comes from 2 liters of Mountain Dew every day. That's where my energy comes from. Marnita doesn't drink Mountain Dew, and she's got that type of energy. So not only does she have the best energy in the world, but when she came on board to work with us and just right away jumped into the technology, jumped into the Facebook, jumped into every single part, I'm like, Brandon, we've got the right person. Don't let her go. And he's like, oh, she's also my cousin. Okay, good. Keep her stuck with us, because I would not want to be doing this without her. Yeah. Oh, yep. See, I see. Love me, my Marnita Casa. Yep. So I mentioned about the Mercedes-Benz Club. You can have the cool shirt. Yeah. You can make 10% commissions on stuff. That's cool. You can get some free trips. Like Steve Carter is our #1 promoter in the month of January. Won a trip on us to Las Vegas for him and his wonderful wife, Pasha. So they get to go there on us. But I said, Brandon, what if we could pay for your members to drive around town in a black Mercedes-Benz? So, folks, yeah, we've got some relationships with Mercedes. We're working out a program right now to be able to help you with that. And to be able to do that, what type of advertising could that be? I noticed that you see Mary Kay and Avon. A lot of people put their branding on the back of their car when they get a car from a network marketing company. Could you imagine your referral link or your QR code on that back of that window? Of you driving around town in a beautiful black Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to tell you what, if you want to talk luxury cars, that's the one to have. That's the one to have by far. So we've got that. We've got some live events that are planning. Obviously when the weather gets better, we're going to have some live events.
Yes.
We're going to have an inner circle. Brandon, you and I spoke a little bit about this, but the inner circle is when we're going to have a lot of criteria. And this is not about how much money people have spent in the ILCA community. No, it's about we're going to look at their portfolios and show what you're doing on a more intimate setting. Potentially either flying out to Atlanta, going over to LA, maybe even up in Chicago. We got to go somewhere where there's some great food because that's what it's going to be, obviously. But really getting an intimate type of thing, of course. And when we do these things, the picks and the shovels, I'm going to tell you, are those T-shirts. Because see, when Marnita Casa walks around town in Colorado with a founding member on or a VIP shirt on, people are asking her questions. No wonder why she's the number one referrer for last month, because she's got those shirts walking around. People are saying, what is that? Here, register for a free challenge. I mean, this is a no-brainer. We've got some other things. And because of the monetary side of things, that we've done really good in the affiliates structure, and we're always looking for new affiliates. We're looking for new panelists. So folks, you want to be a panelist, send in me your video. I just got a video the other day from Marisol. Wow. Oh, she will be one of our panelists. So Marisol, if you're listening, awesome video. We've just got so many more things. Brandon, I know you and I and Marnita, and we're going to invite everybody to other sponsored cryptocurrency events, crypto, NFTs, trading, Bitcoins, anything that we find, we're going to try to see if we can't get discounting for them like I got for you, Brandon. We were able to get that discount out. Any type of thing like that, we want to be able to go with.
Well, you want to share with them what the first immediate is what's happening on April 1st with the crypto talks and the value that everybody's going to be getting and why they want to be a VIP now before April 1st.
Oh, goodness gracious. So yes, as of April 1, if you are a VIP, you're going to get a lot more access to education and information, much differently for those that wait till afterwards. So the VIP space really is your gateway in. I look at the VIP spot, that was your declaration of financial independence. Because without a VIP, you cannot participate in the affiliate program at all. Just so you know that. But we are now in talks that affiliates, we're going to bump that pay up as well. For those that are really rocking it, we're going to double your commission. So there will be more details to follow on that. But some of the things that we're talking about in April 1st that you mentioned. So let me just share with you a little bit of what we got going on here is.
Yeah, you can share screen if you want to share screen.
Yeah. And this is actually in the works. So you guys don't even get to see the live version yet. So let me actually hide the domain so nobody gets to see the domain yet. And then we're going to share my screen. Let's see, share screen. Share screen. Okay, so we're not even done with it. It says large call to action. But here's Brandon, and we're introducing the inner circle. VIP members, you guys get a lot. Founding members, you get a little bit more. Actually, a lot more, because there's so much more information. The inner circle members are going to get a ton more. But look at all the testimonials that we've already got coming in place from Marion and Van and Bernard and Roger and Marnita and Jean and Michael. And I listen, folks, I know I got a lot more testimonials than that. And if yours isn't there, forgive me. But I'm not showing you the rest of the page. I'm only showing you up to here. So what's going to be included come April 1 is a lot of the stuff that Brandon's been doing for free up to this point. Brandon also has to earn a living. So we've got to, do something. So we're going to take those crypto talks into the inner circle. So all his personal investments and a direct look into his live portfolio, opportunity alerts. When he sees something, he's going to let you know. His personal investments, I'm going to tell you what, any stockbroker in the world is not going to open up their own portfolio for you. Not going to happen. That's a minimum of $1,000 value to you right there. Opportunity alerts to tell you what he's seeing in advance. No, this is not insider trading. He's not a financial planner or advisor. He's just based on information that's already free out there and why he's thinking he would make a move. That's a $5,000 value. Research and insights over 100+ hours and growing, $2,500 value. Unlimited white papers. He's going to find the white papers before you guys can even find them. That's a $500 value. That monthly challenge VIP access, that once you're a VIP, you get to be a VIP forever. That's a $1,100 value. The crypto talk, 16 hours every month, and access to our thriving community. That's over a $16,000 value. We're going to give it to everybody for $19 a month. Or if you want to pay the entire month, entire year off, we're going to give you 2 months for free. So I'll tell you what, folks, is that we are just in this is the right time of where you're at. Had I been alive during the gold rush, do you really think that I would have been trying to figure out how to pan gold? Heck no. I would have been making some picks and shovels and selling them to everybody. But you know who was out there panning for gold? Network marketers. Mm-hmm. So, folks, just understand that the ILCA community, while yes, it's about you, investing into crypto and learning about it all. Yes, of course, it's about that. But what it's more about is for us to finally give you the secrets, the real secrets of where this is all happening, because so many people are never going to get access to what top earners in network marketing know. They're never going to do it. They're just not. They're not going to share with you what's real happening out there. And, folks, we're just, the more and more things that we put together here for you guys, I'll tell you, is that, I just get more and more excited. I wish that in network marketing, everybody could make $100,000 a year. I really do. And now I know that we have something that outside of network marketing, the traditional network marketing, where it all relies on you building an entire downline. What if you can make money and you just tell one person? But the kind of money that you refer, I know when we refer an MLM product, we get $5 to $10. I've never been able to refer an MLM product unless it's a super big ticket item, 2, 4, or 5,000. I've never had anything where I can make, 10% out of the gate, 20% out of the gate, $100 off a ticket. There is nothing like that. So what we're doing here is we're bringing, instead of dragging you to the money, we're bringing the money to you. There's a favorite sentence my father always said. He said, it was once said that you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. But my father says, you can hold the horse's head under water, and either it will drink or it will die from drowning. Folks, what I want to do with all of you is I want to put all that money right around you, and either you accept it and start making a lot of money, or you're going to fall by the wayside like many others in the past and decide to stay wherever you're at in life. And you might be comfortable wherever you're at. But I want to put those tools in your hands, and all you have to do is just follow the leader. Do what we do. Don't do what I say. Don't do what I say. Do what I do. So,
Well, I want to end on this point, because when I started this process with James, and James started seeing the potential, he said, Brandy, I don't want just to have you as a client to provide the services for you like other clients. I actually want to go into business with you, a partnership, because we can do much more. Even though ILCA is the Ivy League Crypto Academy, the whole point is that we want you guys to be able to earn and make money and learning about the entire financial space, the digital space, so that you can use that money to build your crypto portfolio. And that there's many other ways that we're going to be adding to our platform that you can actually make money from, even outside of just the crypto space. Because one thing that I always teach, and this is a lesson that I learned the hard way, for my first few years in crypto, I was making so much money. I was so excited about it, 7 figures, that I was living off of that, which meant I was selling my crypto. And when I look back, my other business partner, Peter Blackwell, and I, we look back at how much money we spent over 2.5, 3 years. And if we were able to keep that in crypto, and we're talking about when Bitcoin was less than $10,000, $6,000, if we were able to keep that, where it would be now when crypto got to $69,000 per Bitcoin and the rest of the industry. And so I learned a lesson. Okay, we need to have streams of income coming in that we can sustain ourselves, our lifestyle, pay our bills, so that we don't have to sell our crypto to fund our lifestyle, and we can accumulate and trade and build on our wealth. And so I brought that idea to James and said, I want our people to be able to have that opportunity to be able to earn an income inside the same ecosystem without having to go somewhere else. And then we're teaching them what to do with the money that they're making. Now, we haven't shared this publicly, but I'm going to leave it up to you if you want to give a little bit of an idea on kind of where we're going with this down the road.
Well, I will say that what we're bringing to the table and some of the people that we're bringing to the table, you and I had a great conversation with a gentleman that has helped people make hundreds of millions in the trading of Bitcoin space. Mm. And that was an amazing, amazing conversation. We've talked about a lot of our live events that we will have that will be ILCA sponsored and ILCA only events. Yeah, I think we're going to hold off on some of the other stuff. It's a little bit of a secret because, one thing that I've learned in network marketing and in the crypto space of marketing in general. And I want to I can see all the people that are right now on Facebook, and I'm also on YouTube on my phone. You and I are on the StreamYard setup. But I want to talk to all of you guys this. The number one skill set to make money in this space of making money is promoting. Mm-hmm. It's not presenting. It's promoting. Brandon could present his information all day long and will make that much money other than what he's doing in Bitcoin. But when he promotes education, we promote events, we promote different things, he has the opportunity to make a lot of money. However, why not give you guys that same opportunity? And why not I teach you guys the marketing side? I'm not going to teach you network marketing. I'm going to teach you marketing, the real way of marketing, how to get each and every one of you to $10,000 a month. I'm convinced, just with what you guys have seen Brandon has right now. So we're going to go through it. He has a free challenge. He has a $97 VIP access, lifetime recordings. He has a $17 workbook. He has a $30 shirt. Well, various different shirts. He then also has, if you're a former member, a access fee into the academy. If you're not, a $997 program. Just with that alone, if we open up no other information, nothing else, we don't have any courses, we don't do any events, we do nothing. But each and every one of you were to use the system that we're about to roll out, the marketing system, and just do what I say. I'm going to be having also marketing talks. I'm not going to be talking crypto. That's all Brandon. I'm going to teach you guys how to market, and you can market ILCA where you'll make a lot of money, but you can also market whatever else you might be promoting out there. Whether you're writing your own book or someone actually said, yes, Melaleuca, or you're selling Melaleuca. I don't care what you're selling. Or you're selling, little Christmas wreaths you make in your basement. I'm going to show you how to make a serious income in 90 days if you follow exactly what I teach. And then we're going to teach over 90 days. And we're going to do it 90-day blocks. And I will not interfere with your stuff, Brandon, at all. I will not interfere with during your classes that you have. I will not interfere during the challenge time or the crypto talks. We'll work out the times. But I know that I can get each and every one of you just promoting what Brandon has right now to 10 grand a month inside of 90 days. 10 grand a month. Now, if you're not already making that in Bitcoin, wouldn't it be great to be able to have 10 grand so that you can invest into Bitcoin or into other forms of crypto? I think so, yes. So, yeah, Brandon, there's just so much. Every time you and I talk, I mean, Brandon, can you just show that bottle of bourbon one more time? I want everybody to really see that beautiful bottle. Let everybody see it. So we've got the Ivey League right at the top, then ILCA, and then it says ILCA is perhaps the most sought after by the most elite individuals in the world. Absolutely. Folks, never before did you guys think that Brandon was going to have his own bourbon. Not just his favorite one, not a Jack Daniels or a Hennessy or any of those, his own branded version. So, yeah, folks, we're really, really excited about it. That might be some of our prizes. We will not sell alcohol. I'm telling you all that right now. It's not going to be a sale item. It will be definitely for prizes down the road, but it will not be a sale item at all. We're not about to go get a liquor license for this. I see, look at this. Janelle Appling says, I want one too. But yeah, Brandon, we've got a lot of stuff mapped out here. And it's just going to continually get better and better and better. And folks, I would continue to tell you all, the more you promote to this community, the more you promote get somebody to promote up to a VIP member, the more money you will make, because you are connected every time they make a purchase forever, whether you decide to continue talking to them or not. So, and yes, I saw Vivian Polo. I hope I pronounced your name right. She said, without network marketing, right? Yeah, this is not network marketing. Not at all. And Demetrius Turner, thank you very much for you can feel my energy. You don't feel my energy. You feel this sugar right here. That's where that's all coming from. And Kevin, absolutely. We've got a lot of those links for those T-shirts, because I'm going to tell you what, people that wear things get noticed right away. They just get noticed. So, but with that, Brandon, if you've got any other questions, please, right now is a great thing. But, podcasts are coming out. We will have a digital app with opportunity alerts that just really is just going to show your wallet that's going on. We're working on something right now. You don't even know that, Brandon. But we're just working on so many different things for you. Yep.
I'll tell everybody this. The reason why I wanted to have James on is that you guys to see that this isn't just the Brandon Ivey show, that there's a whole team behind me working to make this all possible. This is not me. It's in my office throwing something together in a whim. This is well thought out, well played out. We've been talking for over a year now, getting to where we are now, and it's only going to get better. I've had a lot of success in the direct sales industry. I've been vice president of sales and marketing, but I know my strengths and where my lane is. And I love creating the content and being able to teach and being able to share. So instead of me trying to figure out to do the marketing and the selling, because they're not the same thing. I wanted to bring on board a team that is what they do, and they're excelling at it, and they've been doing it for a very long time behind the scenes that you guys haven't even known about. But instead of him just being behind the scenes and me acting like it's my deal, I want to put him out there to show. In fact, some of you may even want to use his services. So you use his services, you let them know Brandon Ivey sent me. So that's why we're doing this. It's for the more of us win, then we all win. If you guys win, I win. So that is the purpose of bringing James on board. You say the t-shirts, he's going to tell you about what we may be doing with QR codes later in the future and on the marketing and things aside. And so we've got a lot of great things coming, and you want to be a founding member. Not just, everything is cool, but you want to get that founding member, because we're going to be doing prizes for the first maybe 100, 500, 1,000 of those that pay the $9.97. We'll be treated on a whole another level. And then what he talked about, the inner circle. So yeah, you want to upgrade as fast as you can. I would think so far, outside of the 5-day challenge itself and the VIPs being able to ask questions, the most value, maybe even all the greats, the crypto talks, but has been the Tuesday and Thursday night classes that I do for 2 hours with the founding members, where it's not just you, because once you're a founding member and you've got the courses, you can sit there and watch the video. And by the way, James, I've redone all the Bitcoin 101. So those videos, we are all done. I'm almost finished with advanced crypto, because they're updated information now. Over the years, this technology changes and adapts. I've already completed Internet of Things. I'm almost done with DeFi. Next will be NFT and Metaverse. So the Tuesday nights, I go over the same videos you have, but I'm teaching it live, which means my style. I'll go off on tangents. I'll tell stories. I'll share personal info. I'll stop and share screen on something so you can see the layout on how things work. And we've got people who've been in crypto for years that's learning stuff for the very first time, because they were never taught that at the beginning, and they didn't know where to go to actually get it. So I would say that secret sauce, you guys got to be in our Tuesday and Thursday night courses that we do. But coming up next is Monday, the 5-day challenge. Yesterday, just some free advice for marketing, I showed you guys. Everybody's on Facebook, and you're part of all the groups. There are thousands of crypto groups out there, whether it's in Facebook or Twitter or any type of social media. You don't need to go in those groups and post. You find out who the moderators are of those groups. You find out who are the leaders of these communities. You send them a message. Hey, listen, we've got a free virtual Bitcoin bootcamp, the People's 5-Day Challenge, that is free for the community. You want to add value to the community you already have, 40,000, 100,000 people. We can get you a link that you share this to your community. You're going to earn a percentage of any of them that decide to be involved in the community. Now, why is it a benefit for you to do that? Because guess what? You still will get 5% on the second level of whoever they bring their community towards. That's the key. So I want to see how many more new faces can we have in this next 5-day challenge starting on Monday. And then how many of those individuals by James marketing, it's not about you trying to convince them to upgrade to VIP. It's about the marketing is going to invite them to upgrade to VIP. They're going to see what they're missing out on day one, that they're not going to be part of the VIP, and will upgrade, and it's tied to you forever. And you're all of a sudden going to be getting paid, and you didn't share, you didn't recruit anybody. All you did was invited people to a free 5-day challenge. You didn't ask for any money. There is no recruiting. The system will do the rest. So James, is there anything last that you want to share? And then we'll go ahead and dismiss.
Brandon, I really appreciate how you just said that. Look for the moderators. You're right. Don't go in there and post. This is the marketing 101 tactic. And it's a great book that I have. I'm not here to advertise the book, so I'm going to hide the author's name. But it's all about the Dream 100. Many of you know Brandon, but you also may know another gentleman that follows our group, and he was our first top promoter for the month of January. Steve Carter. Steve Carter actually was part of a network marketing company from my hometown of Rochester, New York. Has done unbelievably well. Him and his wife have literally, helped family lives all over the globe. And he saw what we were doing here. Well, and then of course, that first month, 50% of the affiliate commissions got paid to him. Wouldn't it be great to know 10 of Steve? Those are the moderators of Facebook groups. They're not network marketers, but they have hundreds, if not thousands of people following, listening to them. And the only reason those people are there is or that nothing has really happened in those groups is because that moderator hasn't figured out a way how to monetize the group yet. That's where you can introduce that moderator and me. I'll negotiate a deal with them, and you, as the ILCA VIP members, will be able to override an entire possible group. I'm not going to tell you group names that are out there, but I've seen a couple of groups that have got hundreds of thousands of people in them, and they're not trying to sell their own content at all. Wouldn't it be great if we could partner with them because of you? So, folks, let's make this year a great year. I don't want 2022 to go by again, and I have to ask you all, well, how many at the beginning of the year said 2022 was going to be your year, and it wasn't your year? The only way to make 2022 your year, regardless of how young or old you are, wouldn't it be great just to add on an extra $10K a month? Just that. I'm not saying $100,000 a month. Just let's put an extra $10K a month in your pocket. Well, I know in network marketing, I never worked with a leader that could actually say, do this. They gave me here. Well, listen to all of these things, and then you'll get there. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. I'm going to take the chains and locks off of all the real marketing secrets. And in the marketing, as long as you're using the marketing software platform we've built for you guys, you're going to get marketing education from me for free. That will never change. That will never, ever, ever, ever change. We can put a bang. That's what that includes. And you guys will get to learn from marketing of how we generate millions, tens of millions, and hundreds of millions for clients. And I want to give this all to you guys for free. If you're going to college right now for a marketing degree, put that person up against any one of my team members or me, and we'll see who fares better at the end of the year. Because the difference is we are entrepreneurs. We spend our money paying for failures every single day. So with that, Brandon, this has been a great call. Thank you very much. I'm looking at all these this type of stuff on here. I can't even see all the different comments because they're flying all through the roof. But yes, it says Demetrius Turner. So we use the link that we have and send out. Absolutely. If it says ILCA challenge, like .com/main page, I think it is, and then a code after it, absolutely send that all out. Absolutely.
Well, let me make sure you guys have an understanding of the flow. So the first thing you're doing, you register for the ILCA challenge. Then you need to become a VIP member, and you upgrade a VIP member for $97. From that point, you can become a promoter. So get back to whoever invited you. So they're going to give you a link so that you can become a promoter. On your promoter dashboard, you're going to have your own code that starts with ILCA, but it ends with your code at the end of it. That's the link you're giving out to invite people to the 5-day challenge. So now everything that happens is tied to you. And then if you want to sign up other promoters, you'll have a second link that will allow you to be able to enroll promoters that you'll be coded to as well. So we go over these things all the time. I'll go over it the next crypto talk as well. And Barry, I'm going to get back with you. We'll get you your workbook. No, go ahead, James.
Yep. So guys, remember, I'm the marketing guy. Brandon is talking about how we used to do things.
Oh, there's an update.
So If I join the challenge and upgrade, Brandon, let's say I'm going to pick on somebody. Janelle Appling referred me. I join the free challenge and then I upgrade. When I upgrade, our digital augmented system will already send me Janelle's promoter link that now I can join as the promoter under her.
Wow, cool.
That's happening now automatically. So I see someone, Vivian says, as a founding member, I don't know. So the $97 is a VIP. So Vivian, if you're brand new to it, I haven't seen your name a lot in the group before, but we'll make sure that you understand it. As you go through this upcoming 5 days, you'll understand what we're calling everybody. Everybody comes into the free challenge, everybody. Then the first upgrade is VIP. At the end of that week, you will have an opportunity to upgrade to be a founding partner or founding member. We do not yet have the inner circle, but that's coming right around the corner. So we've got a whole bunch of extra things, and every time is more and more and more. And, I know a lot of our technically challenged individuals are out there. The inner circle will be for you. You want to migrate into there. Go through all of it. Get your education. So get your VIP status. Get your academy access. Then get in the inner circle, because now Brandon can work with you at a much, much more intimate environment instead of you and 30 people. So it is absolutely better.
Well, you see, James, that name there, Barry Elrod. He is one of another individuals like a Steve Carter.
Wow. Okay.
So I think he said he ordered a workbook, so we got to make sure he got his workbook.
And I see Barry is on a motorcycle. Barry, please send me a personal friend request. We're going to talk bikes. If you're still listening, Barry, we can talk. I don't know if that's a Harley. I can't see it because I haven't blown it all up, but we'll talk motorcycle separately. So yeah, he'll have that workbook. As I already said, he'll have it in a few moments to make sure of that. But yes, anybody, if you have any questions about customer service related items, you can always go to support@ilcasecrets.com. Support@ilcasecrets.com. If you have an imminent need and it's got to be something right away, you can always direct message, not group message, direct message Marnita Casa on your Telegram channel. She will always be able to get right back to you. As long as it's not her birthday, she'll get right back in touch with you right away. We had to give her a little bit of time off for her birthday. You don't always celebrate a 29th birthday. Well, she celebrated her 29th this week. So
and Miami. We're going to be in Miami. So anybody that's there has a chance to meet myself and James and Marnita.
Please direct message Marnita this week if you will be in Miami. We were going to have where you could, pay a small fee so that we would negotiate a restaurant. We're wiping out that fee. We want to meet with you guys for free. You're going to pay your own dinner, but we're going to get together. I'm going to go ahead and negotiate a couple of great places where we can have a great dinner at that will cater to everybody's type of dietary needs. But definitely, Janelle, marketing will be starting very, very soon. The marketing system is not a free thing. There will be a small monthly fee for that. And you can also refer people to use it as well, Barry. But Barry, definitely send me a private Facebook message. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But Miami. All roads from here after the challenge lead to Miami. That is a place where you want to be at. Other than the entire community of being surrounded around Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, Brandon Ivey is going to be there to be able to shake your hand, sit with you in a one-on-one where we're all together, but each address you face to face. You don't get that right now on Bitcoin or on Zoom and on StreamYard, Facebook. He can shut it off at any time. But we want to get the real, in the raw type version of him, and this is the place to do it. So with that, guys, this has been a great interview. I look forward to a lot more interviews with a lot more of the people we're bringing forward. Success stars, industry leaders, CEOs, marketing mavens, software people, you name it, to make this community a money-making community. Every single person in here, from Janelle Appling to Lori or Lewis to Lori to Demetrius, everybody in the middle, I want everybody to experience making an additional $100,000 a year in a side hustle. We are in the gig economy. ILCA is part of the gig economy. So with that, guys, Brandon, if there's nothing else, we can wrap it up from here. And
well, thank you, James. And yeah, I like that idea. Marisol, you're going to be on a panelist for the month of April. And also the Miami event is going to be on April 6th through the 9th. It's the Bitcoin 2022. So you just Google that one. It's going to pop up. They're having discounts right now on the tickets. So Barry, I know you're in Florida. So we'll be in Miami May 5th or the 6th through the 9th for that Bitcoin 2022 event. So yeah, come on down. I love for you to sit down one-on-one with James and tell him. Barry's been around for a long time, James, and has a huge network, especially international in the Asian market as well. So with that, guys, thank you guys for being here today. I thank James, the CMO. You guys always see him behind the scenes. Now you see that the ILCA is the real deal. We've got a real marketing. I mean, if Coca-Cola is using him, what do you think we can do with the ILCA? So we're blessed to have him on the team and to working with all of you. Next up, we will see you on the 5-day challenge on Monday. Remember, I'm going to give away free Bitcoin at the end of the week. Who loves free Bitcoin? The amount of free Bitcoin to give away is dependent on how many members we have that's joining and upgrading. So that's completely in your hands. So the more people that we have that's being a participant of it, the more money that you're going to be able to make at the end of the week. So with that, see you guys on Monday. Thank you, James. Thank you, community, and have a great weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.